Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm imploring you to take some action. In order to take action, the thing that I always talk about is having money, saving money, creating money, so that when the opportunity presents itself, you are able to seize the opportunity. A lot of people are unable to seize the opportunity because they have no cash. They are so deeply in debt that they cannot even open their eyes to the opportunities that are available, that present themselves, and they are simply unable to capitalize on these things. In 2008, when the banks were scrambling, they had no money, they were letting go of assets like wildfire. Assets that cost $21 million were being let go for $4 million in portfolios. And an investor who had the 4 million or was able to use OPM in a time where nobody had money were able to get $21 million assets for $4 million. This is one of the greatest wealth transfers in the history of America. Now we have job loss coming at record numbers. However, we still have wage growth coming in at 4%, which means interest rates are surely going to rise again because the Fed wants to ensure that job growth in terms of wages is not more than 2%. So because although people are losing their jobs, wages are still going up. And the Fed is looking to stop that, and so they must raise interest rates even more. Now, with all of that being said, you must understand that if you don't have money, if you don't have collateral, if you don't have assets, you won't have the ability to invest in these opportunities. Now, typically, the real estate cycle that we had just left in 2019, 2020 was our prosperity age. We were in very, very good times. Now, believe it or not, we are in bad times. Typically, a real estate cycle for prosperity lasts about 10 years, which is 1 decade. And then we go into a cycle where real estate is horrible, and that cycle typically lasts 2 years. Me understanding this, I knew that it was more likely that I would not have the ability to invest in this market. But I was still looking to find a deal in this market that I could refinance later and make an even better deal. Because if you can find a deal in this market, then you will surely succeed in better times. Now, that would mean that I have to find a deal in the market, which I have not been able to do. Which means I lack something fundamentally that is stopping me from finding a deal in this market. Maybe a deal like this at this time cannot be found on the MLS. Maybe it cannot be found on Redfin and Zillow. Maybe you have to look outside of the box in order to find a deal at this time, because 40% of investors are still investing and 60% are out of the market. Maybe the 60% are like me, who don't understand what it is that they can do in order to succeed right here and right now. With that being said, there is a open house today for auction property that I'll be surely wanting to check out. But with that being said, in order to maximize your opportunities, you have to take action. In order to take action, you must have money. If you don't have money, you cannot maximize opportunities. So again, work hard, pay off debts, and be ready for when the next prosperous time comes. Because again, 2 years will come and go. And a lot of people who are in debt, credit card debt, bad debt, all these liabilities, they can get out of their situation in just a simple 2 years. The problem is that they don't. The problem is that they are too busy being frustrated about their life rather than changing their life, and that they never take action in order to make things happen. And because of that, when prosperity starts to sweep our nation once again, when people are getting jobs left and right, when people are looking to leave their homes now that they have um, more money, more income, and the interest rates are less than before, they go from 7% to 4.5%. They'll be willing to sell and they'll be willing to run for the high hills and get something else. We all understand that people tend to sell their properties every 5 to 7 good years. And because they tend to sell every 5 to 7 good years, those are going to be people who had 3%, 2% interest rates that are now going up to 4%, 5% interest rates. When that happens, people will get more accustomed to those rates. It might even be 7 or 8%. Who knows where we'll land 7 years from now. But all I know is that when that time comes, better properties will be on the market, better investments will be on the market, and you have to be ready. If you take 2 years to get ready, that means you have 5 years left before everybody else is selling, or 3 years left before people start selling left and right. So you want to be ahead of the game, you want to be ahead of the curve. In 7 years, I'm going to have so much cash that I can buy these assets for pennies on a dollar by using cash instead of debt, and then refinancing at a lower interest rate than what I could have had I bought it on a conventional loan. Now, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to take action on that like button, and do not leave me hanging. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.